This is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. I heard that Errol Spence is not going to be fighting Terence Crawford next. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, push chance notification. We go live or drop a video. I know some rumors going out there saying that Crawford was signed the PBC. I'd heard that yesterday that he signed the PBC. Then I heard that he hadn't signed the PBC. I just leave it like that. So it's a lot of just conflicting reports going around. Did he sign? Had he signed? And turned out that he waited. And we already know that Crawford said that he gonna wait after Spence and Ugas. And no inside information. I just think he waiting to see if Ugas win. Simple as that. He waiting to see if Ugas win. I think him and Ugas will fight, but I just already know Errol Spence is not fighting him next. Errol Spence's next fight is already signed. He said he got 2 more fights at 47, and when he said that, I thought he meant like 2 more additional fights after Ugas, but it sounded like he meant, or they Kobe and them was saying when he was live, he meant Ugas and then 1 more. But I heard that his next fight is already signed. I leave it at that. If you join the Discord, you know who we fight next. I mean, it really ain't no secret. But I heard it's not Bud. So I know YSN Media, he tried to bet me the other day that the winner of this next, it sounded like only if Ugas win, that's next. And then Ugas already said his backup plan was Keith Thurman if he couldn't get the Bud fight. So Earl ain't fighting him next. So then again, if that holds up to be true, but things change. If that hold up to be true, because YSN was saying they supposed to be announcing him Crawford signed the PBC this week. I don't think I heard that you won't hear him sign. You won't hear him sign the PBC until at the earliest Ugas right before Ugas and Spence fight, like how they do like the press conference like they did for Jamila Castanos, or after the fight. But I heard that he already got a deal. He already Errol Spence already signed to fight his next fight. Straight up and down. A lot of people like Jeremy, who from Dallas, shout out to Jeremy, he was saying that then he'll start looking at Errol Spence funny if he don't fight Bud next. And he not. Tell you that right now. They said he already got a fight signed. And if he did, and if him and Crawford was gonna fight next, then you probably would have heard Crawford announce the fight. But it sounded like only if Ugas win, that's who Crawford gonna fight. And that's what I'm just saying. I'm assuming. That's what they waiting for. He said, I'm gonna wait till after the fight. If Earl get 3, but it's just common sense. If Earl get 3 belts, why would the split move into Crawford's favor? Why would he get what he want if Errol Spence gets 3 belts? It makes no sense. A lot of this is just common sense and connecting the dots. Wouldn't it be in Crawford's favor to strike a deal before he got a 3rd belt? Come on. And if he lose, then you got a contract with Dennis Ugas. You got a contract with Dennis Ugas. He ain't fighting him. Tell you that right now. He's not fighting him next. So I think Crawford actually waiting for Ugas to win. If Ugas win, I guess they gonna fight. But right now, Errol Spence's next fight is already determined, and it's at 147 pounds. For what I heard. So if they do fight, it's gonna be. I heard it's gonna be later this year, or it's gonna be after his next opponent. However that goes. Okay, he fighting all April. He said he wanted. Remember, he said when he said he thought about retiring, he said that he want to be right back in the. He wants to be right announcing his fight, and he want to be right back in the ring. Y'all remember? Hold on, y'all remember he said that. That's what he said. He said he want to be right back in the ring. Let's see if we can pull this up. Hold on. Let me see if we can pull this joint up. Let me see. Here we go right here. He says he said, I feel like I'm someone that people can touch, and I'm not larger than life personality where I can't be that person. They see me as a genuine dude, and my job is to box. Once I'm not boxing, I'm back to regular life and doing same things that's normal people do, being more active and not getting injured at all as I have and sitting out for a long time. Says Spencer. Next, how you invention 2022. He said, "Quote, just being active. I want to be active as soon as this fight is over with. I want to be talking about my next fight. So I'm just staying in the gym, being active, fighting more, making more out of these 3 or 4 years I got left." So at the end of the day, that's what he talking about. That's what he talking about. He want to be announcing this next fight after his fight. So he want to be jumping back in. So realistically, if no injury, he's talking about May, June, July. Or you probably see him coming back in August, September, October. So he probably won't fight a third time this fight. And he said he only got one or two more. He got two more fights at this weight class. So a spade is a spade. I wonder how many people gonna call a spade a spade. And if Crawford signing over to PBC, it's for Charlo or not Errol Spence. In the same world, this is a couple scenarios. These are scenarios. No inside information. These are scenarios, right? In my head. Okay, let's say that Errol Spence is gonna fight Terence Crawford, but it's just not gonna be after the it's just not gonna be after the it's not just gonna be after the Ugas fight, right? Let's say he is gonna fight him, right? I think what's gonna happen is you gotta remember too, Stayonis and Batuev, who fight on the prelim card before this on Showtime, they owe the title shot too. They are owed the title shot. So I think what's gonna happen is I think Earl. This one of the reason. This one is a situation. If he actually gonna fight Crawford after the fight he gonna announce, which I don't think he gonna fight Crawford at all. By the way, not at 147 pounds. I think what's going to happen is, I think if Crawford do come to PBC, right, I think what's going to happen is that either he gonna end up fighting the Stayonis and Batuev winner, right, for the real Super WA title, and then he gonna turn around and make a unification class, undisputed class with Errol Spence. That's one, right? That's one scenario I can see happening, right? Or he gonna, like if he signed, he gotta sign name. I think he might sign and fight Tim Tszyu for the WBO title, or he might sign and fight Castanos for a few titles. To the Castanos gonna be stripped because he gotta fight Tim Tszyu next. So if he signed the PBC, it's either gonna be Charlo for a few belts, Castanos for a few, because it won't be undisputed because Tim Tszyu gotta get his shot. He's not gonna step aside again. It's got to be one of those fights. Or him and Errol gonna, he gonna pick up the WBA. Him and Errol gonna turn around and fight for this. But like I said before, he not fighting him next. He not. From what I heard, now things can change all the time. Things can change, but from what I heard, he not fighting him next. And to me, it's common sense because it helps the promotion of this fight if they able to sign Terence Crawford. They're able to sign Terence Crawford. They have announced that he gonna get the winner. It only can help business. Now, there's no mystery about the fight. People say, well, what about after the fight? If you show up after the fight, then nobody care about ordering tickets after the fight. Not for that event. Nobody care about selling the pay-per-view after the fight. They need as much publicity for these fights because all three of these dudes born. From Crawford to Spence to Ugas, they all born as far as personality-wise. So they need to create so much. They need to create some type of buzz, out of this. Some type of buzz they need to create. And like I said before, Bud is going to go a different alternate route. It seemed like. Now, if he signed over there, it makes no sense. If he go over there for Tim Tszyu, you can deal directly with No Limit Promotions. It makes no sense. Castanos, when you won't be fighting for him for undisputed. or if Charlo win, because they're gonna give up the WBO and they're gonna have other mandatories. And if Castano's not for undisputed, or if he not for at least 2 or 3 belts, that's a risk. You know, and they probably not gonna allow you to be undisputed. Why? Because they're gonna start ordering all these mandatories, WBA, IBF. You know what I'm saying? The WBC, Erickson Lubin, and Fondor, the interim title. When Charlo win, the reason why the rumor is he gonna drop the belts and move up. Lubin is the interim champion. Tim Tszyu is promised a shot. So that's 2 of the belts going right there. And who the hell knows what's going on with the IBF and the WBA? So if he's gonna be fighting Charlo, it's just gonna be to fight Charlo for a belt or 2, right? But if you fight Charlo, it's gonna make Errol Spence look. But even though Errol Spence, if what I'm hearing hold true, you know, and I heard this from different sides of the street. I heard this from multiple people. If everything hold true that's going on, he gonna look bad regardless. He gonna look bad regardless. You know, and then people gonna try to justify like Ego with Negro and 7-8, CeeLo Green looking for 9. A lot of these dudes gonna try to justify. What should I tell you, bro? I was talking to somebody, I keep his name confident. He said, I want to see how they gonna spin. I want to see what they gonna think. I had nothing to say. I said they always create a narrative, and they always create lies. Allegedly when Al offered Bud that 80-20, he didn't take it. A lot of things happen. So only thing he waiting on is see if Ugas don't win. I don't know if he gonna be signing over there. I don't think they're gonna let him get Charlo. And whatever he do at 54, it's not gonna be for undisputed. Whatever he do at 54, it's not gonna be for undisputed. Because Castanos and Charlo winner got mandatories. Had we got a clear-cut winner the first time, then Bud probably can get in there and fight for undisputed. Charlo Castanos had to take care of Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, it makes too much sense for them not to announce this fight beforehand. Ugas and Spence need all the publicity. They doing a damn fucking raffle. For God's sakes, to sell the damn pay-per-view. If you ain't seen my video earlier, they doing a damn sweepstakes. They doing a damn raffle. You know, if you bought a pay-per-view on pay-per-view.com, you get to enter in the raffle for all expense paid trip, hotel, to go see a pay-per-view in person. One of the 6-day holding, which it would sound like includes some of the PBC pay-per-views. Shit. Come on. These doing a raffle. And like I said, it's gonna be when he announced who he fighting, which we all know who it is. I'm not saying no names, but we all know who Errol Spence fighting after this. I want to see people. I just want to see how creative these cats is. I really do. I just want to see how creative they are, because they're gonna be very creative in making up excuses. Very creative. And it is, you know, to me, that's a joke. So I just want to know if Bud do come over there, it's just gonna be because Ugas win, or he gonna fight the winner of Charlo Castanos, which it ain't gonna be for the WBO anyway. So him being super champion means nothing unless he gonna challenge Tim Tszyu next. So if I was a betting man, right? This is inside, and no insider. If I'm a betting man, if he is gonna end up fighting Errol Spence is gonna fight his next opponent. He gonna drop the WBA. And if they gonna make Bud fight for the vacant WBA versus to stay on his Batuev winner. God forbid there's a draw there. But if, you know, I think he gonna fight the winner and unify whatever, right? Then he'll turn around sometime in 2023 and he'll fight Errol Spence. But Earl out his mouth said he had 2 fights left. Ugas and the next guy that he fighting. Right? Ugas said if he want to fight Bud next, we can't get Bud, he fighting Keith Thurman. Right? So I think out the scenario, if Ugas win, I think him and Ugas unify. If Errol win, if they do end up fighting at 47 or at all, I think down the road, Crawford next fight would be for the vacant it'd be for the WBA, which Earl will probably drop and stay on his Batuev. Will be fighting for the belt. He'll probably fight the winner of that. He fight Errol Spence bare minimum late next year or sometime in 2023, right? Then again, if he do sign again, or maybe stay independent, whatever, I think he turned around and he fights Tim Tszyu for the vacant WBO title because he became the super champion. So I think he'll fight Tim Tszyu for the vacant WBO. You know, then you turn around, then you say, well, what else? If he go to PBC, then he probably fight the Castanos Charlos winner. Maybe so. So real talk, to be honest, man, you know, if everything holds true and Earl don't want to fight him, he beat Ugas, it's really at this point for him is retirement, or to go get another belt at a different weight class. That's what it is. It just boiled down to it that this man don't want to fight. And you can't force nobody to fight. And if you can't fight him, they're not gonna let you fight Jermell Charlo neither, because that's gonna make him look even worse than what he is. And come April 16th or 17th, whenever this fight is over, it's gonna be a lot of people. It's gonna be a lot of people gonna be kissing my ass. And people with me in town and everybody that been saying it from the beginning, Coach Malachi, Blood Boxing, it's gonna be a lot of people who gonna be kissing ass. Or it's gonna have the gas face. It's gonna be creating narratives and shit around. Bud should have took the deal, this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, bro, you know what I'm saying? And the guy that he fighting, he had a lot of criticism throughout his career. A lot of these dudes criticized him. You know, I heard his next fight is already signed. So, like I said, Bud was saying, I'm gonna wait and see after the Ugas fight. You know, I want the winner. Only way he getting them belts if Ugas win. And then again, that might be a stretch. You know, then again, that might be a stretch. So for him, man, like I said before, it is what it is. To me, I don't think he going over. I mean, if he do go over there, it won't be no undisputed at 150. It won't be undisputed no time soon. Well, I say that it won't be undisputed at 54 because Lubin and Fondor are interim champions. They can make them wait, but Tim Tszyu won his title shot. So if I had to be a betting man, if you guys need a bet between what he gonna do next, if it's something involving or affiliated with Pitt PBC, it ain't Keith Thurman, all right? It ain't Errol Spence. It ain't Errol Spence. It ain't gonna be Jermell Charlo, right? I mean, if I was a bet man, we had a page to bet. You know, he stayed on PBC or be affiliated with people affiliated. If I was a very bet man, I would bet that his next title shot is gonna come. He's gonna move up and fight Tim Tszyu for the vacant WBO. If I was a bet man. And then I say, if Ugas win, he'd be fighting Ugas. I think them the top two fights for him. Number one and two is Magnum Karabanov. He's number two. He's also no. So they wanted to Bud will instantly for when the Undisputed dropped his belt, or if they don't fight Tim Tszyu, Bud will be fighting Tim Tszyu. It's either Tim Tszyu or Dennis Ugas. And then it's probably, if he stay with PBC, the Rashad Batuev and stay on this winner if Earl dropped the WBA. That's who he'd be fighting. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Want to make a donation, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. I like the link tree link in the description. Take you everywhere I'm producing content on social media from Spotify, Anchor, Twitch, Twitter to Instagram. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section one time. Peace.